Hey everybody, my name is Brandon Ross and welcome to tonight's episode of Bar20, a player-hater gaming production where myself and some friends come together over a virtual tabletop to play Dungeons & Dragons. Now before we get started, I'm just going to knock out a few real quick announcements, very fast I promise. I know I usually say that and it takes forever, but tonight will be fast because I am excited to get into tonight's episode. A lot of fun things planned, and I'm still hyped from the community one-shot, which I'll talk about later. But first up, our Twitter. If you haven't come over to our Twitter yet, please check out and find us, follow us at Player Hater LLC. You'll get updates on when we go live, when we have new projects coming out, and some other fun announcements that I will make here, but you can also get those on Twitter as they come to you quickly. Our Discord. If you don't know or you haven't joined our Discord yet, please come on down. We would love to have you there. We've got space for anyone and everyone that wants to talk about tabletop games, gaming in general, or just life. We would love to build a community that's just about sharing memes, talking about random things, and of course, having fun. That's what it's all about, just having fun. Zooey, Knighted Bishop, how you guys doing? I hope you're having a fantastic night. It's very good to see you all. Our YouTube channel. If you haven't come down to that yet, please come check it out. You can subscribe to that and have an entire backlog of all of our episodes. And as long as I remember to, they're uploaded every Tuesday, ready to be reviewed in case you cannot catch us every Wednesday. Our Patreon account is live, ready to go. You can check us out at Player Hater Gaming. Got some options there for those of you that if Twitch isn't quite up your alley, you can check us out there. And merch is live. Oh yeah, I even have commands for merch. This is gonna be great. Bam! Merch is live. We got fun stuff there, like this amazing shirt that I'm wearing now. Let me kind of lift up a little bit. Hey! I love it. It's very comfy from what I have so far. The quality is amazing, and that's what kind of took us a long time to make sure we had a quality product for my community. And I love this shirt. It's extremely comfortable, fits well. I think this is like an extra large, so, go about it. I've got some other links here for all of my community in case you are watching on mobile or something like that. You can't use the click boxes below the stream on the desktop PC version. There's some in the chat for you. And also, once we get to some things down the road, if you missed the Q&A, oh man, you missed a fun time. It was hosted by a close friend of mine, rapidly having fun with him a lot. Mr. Knighted Bishop. You can check him out there on his Facebook page. He is a variety streamer who just plays a little bit of everything. Shooters, story games, and then also every other, I believe, let me check my schedule before I misspeak. Yeah, every other Friday he has his own D&D game. So please go show him love, give him a follow, because I get to be a player in that game, and it's a ton of fun to just sit at a table and be a player. Also, one of my lovely mods here. Check him out. He is a fantastic variety streamer as well. I love watching him when he does his Let's Plays, especially when it's Neo, to just see the look on his face when he sees a certain boss. He's like, this boss. And it's just great to watch him not break a controller. And then, oh man, one more. Back to if you missed the community one-shot announcement, I was also a player in that, hosted by one of my good friends, Mr. Joe. He plays Tamriel, and it was a blast. I had so much fun. To those of you that won, I'm glad you could be there and take place in that community one-shot. We will draw names for that probably about a week or two for this next upcoming months. And I cannot wait to, once again, just be a player for the community one-shot. Have a blast with that. A final note, I have paired with my character artist, and if you got to see the reveal for the character art, you got to see a fantastic job she did. Let me get her in there as well. You can check her out. Miss Jade is a fantastic artist who has handled all of the character artwork for the tokens, full body character pictures. You'll see more of that in the coming weeks. But if you go to her Twitter and just use the promo code BAR20, I'm going to put that down in the chat too. use promo code BAR20. She will give you a 15% discount until October 31st is when this ends. So feel free to use that code. It'll let her know where this revenue is coming from and that it's a great source for her. And just give her some love too. She's a fantastic artist, and I can't wait to see what else she can make for all of you fine people. And then looks like I got everybody here, so let me go get my party. Give me 1 second.
And then
hello everybody.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
What's up?
Oh my gosh, look at all these fantastic people for this 25th episode. We are camera live and ready, and everybody's in the right place. I did a great job. Look at me go.
Look at you go.
Yay.
So proud of you.
Hold on.
I know.
quick.
I got excited. Let me make sure I didn't miss any announcements. I don't think I did. Besides, help dice. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen, of our community. If you have some help dice ready to go, we're going to go around the table, and if you can give out help, we'll see who can accept it. Let's start with, we'll go the other way around this time. Cathalia, how's your help dice pool looking?
Completely empty.
Completely empty. All right, so if you want to give Cathalia some help dice love, feel free to use those channel points now. Tamriel, how's that help dice?
You can use 2.
You can use 2? Alrighty then.
Yes.
So you got 2 available. Pyre, how you looking?
Look at that. Yeet your
I
man.
am looking good. I don't need any currently.
Don't need any. All right then. You
I
are
need
maxed.
I need help in different ways.
You need help
like
in
not
different
going.
ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this.
Kelvin, how you looking on help dice?
I am looking atrocious. I have 0 of 3. I could use some fat love right now.
There you go. Oh, Yeet with the more gifted help. That's awesome. Drifting
Turn it
Snowflake.
out.
How you looking?
I am currently full. I cannot take any more.
Then. I'll give everybody a chance to divvy those points out as they see fit.
Looks like everybody's got 2. Oh, no. Now Kelvin's up to 3.
Max, go ahead and shout it out so I know.
Yeah, I'm up to full, so
You're up to full? All right, then.
yeah.
No more help for
Thank
Kelvin.
you,
He's
Yeet.
had enough.
Thank you, Bishop.
You got mad love, Kelvin.
I needed some mad love.
Well, you
So
got
we
it.
got his hoodie.
Oh, nice.
Woot.
Yeah, this shirt, it's so comfy and it looks so good. This is
I
gonna be my
cannot
new
wait
stream
to order
shirt. I'm just
mine.
gonna wear this.
So Yeet did Kelvin twice. I don't know if
Yeah.
he did that on purpose
Yeah.
or not. Okay.
Yeet did Kelvin twice, and Bishop got me once.
Do it, do it, do it.
All set up.
Yeah, I can't wait. Zooey, once that hoodie comes in, you can throw it on. Send me a picture so I can post it up and see how the merch is looking.
Yeah. My shirt was put on hold, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Mine got
so
here
that-
and I was just like, I literally, it was the middle of the community one shot. And I was like, Joe, I think my shirt's here. It was just my turn in combat. I'll be right back. And I literally
I'll be right
sprinted to
back.
the mailbox to go get it.
He sure did.
I would too.
Once again,
Yeah,
everybody,
that
in
was-
the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see the rotation of our new character cards going about. Artwork, once again, provided by my fantastic artist, Jade. Use that
Right
promo
beside
code.
me.
Get her some love art going, because she's talented.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty then. Well, I think it's about time we dived into tonight's episode of the Wild Cards.
Boom.
Last week, you were following a bounty after being properly trained, some would say, in the ways of working with your scrying snapshot orb instead of just bringing in goblin ears on a necklace.
Maybe.
They asked too much. They asked too much.
They asked too much.
Yep.
After you had finished one of these bounties with the goblins, you turned back to Raitul, turned it in, were instructed on the proper ways of this mercenary guild, and then headed back out to pursue another bounty of some mercenaries that were kind of assailing people along a main road known as the Dry Road. And this road runs primarily between the capitals of the two regions of Thavia and Zyvan, between the capital Matol in the desert to the south, and of course Raitul, the capital you are most familiar with. Following this road, it wasn't long before you were stopped abruptly by a toll of bandits. After some words were exchanged, a heated scenario ensued, and the bandits were pretty much taken care of. One was kept alive, questioned a bit as he had a finger placed into his arrow hole. I will never let that die.
Don't keep it alive.
And then you made a choice to return to the capital with this live bandit so he could be turned in. Spent the rest of the day handling some business in the capital before you took a rest, and then headed back out once again. Following the road he had described that was an offshoot of the main road, you were able to find some paths and some recently traveled, let's say, grassland areas before coming upon what looked to be some kind of a bit of a dip in the valley. Nothing large, but upon closer inspection you could see it looked to be some kind of a mining area. Nothing huge, but a couple entrances here and there. Using Cathalia's, I believe, high perception check, you're able to find one of these mine shafts did see some recent traffic. Upon pushing into it, the party had made a decision to scope it out and begin to either find the bandits that maybe probably lived here, or see what they could find out. And that is where we pick up tonight's episode. So I will take us straight to the map.
Ooh.
So we can be there. My camera shrank. That's all right. What matters is the main of it's on there. Look at these tokens! Let me zoom in.
Cool.
I gotta see
Aren't
these
they
more.
so pretty?
Look at the tokens,
so
everybody.
pretty?
Look at this. This is what you can have. I gotta tell you, I'm trying to think who made these tokens. The artwork was done by my fantastic character artist, but somebody made the tokens. God, I feel like, was that you, Rick?
Somebody pretty good at what they do.
Somebody pretty good at what they do. Yeah.
Started
I heard it
from the
was three
bottom, now we're
kobolds in a
here.
trench
He
coat.
does good work for me. If you need good work done for you, feel free to contact him. You can find him on our Discord. Easy enough. But
Better just think really hard, Rick.
think really hard.
Rick.
I will show up.
Rick.
If you look in your mirror and say my name 4 times, I won't show up. But if you just hit me up on Discord, I'll be there in a moment.
If you ping him 4 times in Discord, he might show up.
Only on his lunch break.
Yeah.
What's lunch?
Okay, so
What's a break?
The party had pushed into this room upon finding this cluster of crystals kind of in that bottom left-hand corner there, and some other materials here. I believe you did inspect some of these so far, or no?
Yes.
Trying to recall.
We
So what you found
did.
mostly was grain, wheat, kind of like hardtack, a couple barrels of what appeared to be fresh water. But then off to the side there, you had seen like a small, and this, what you're about to head into here, Tamriel, is a much smaller tunnel. It is not large by any means. Like, you can walk through here without having to stoop over, but anybody that's too much taller of a larger size would have trouble fitting through here. Like, there's some points where you actually have to turn sideways for a minute and keep going, but you are welcome to traverse this tunnel should you see fit.
I feel singled out, thank you.
I was gonna say,
You
I'm
should be
gonna
singled out.
my ear and whisper to Cathalia, "Hey, your brother's gonna struggle bus up here real bad. Just letting you know."
Okay. I'll let Kelvin know that it's kind of tight up there.
And I guess I'm gonna try and move as quietly as I can.
Okay, are you stealthing or just moving quietly?
No, I'm stealthing.
Please give me a stealth check.
Absolutely. 25.
Very nice. All right, I got that in my head. Thank you.
All right, and I'm gonna go up to about here, and I'm just gonna kind of like hop skip 5 or 10 feet at a time.
Okay.
And as I'm moving along, I'm kind of looking for any kind of traps or hidden anything like that that's gonna set off any alarm, any silver thread, any good old fashioned strings and cans kind of deal. Anything that's gonna alert people.
I would love to see a string and cans one time
Hey, you'd
during
be
this
surprised how
campaign.
well
I
it
would
works.
love to see.
Look,
I'll
I
wait
know
until
a
it's
table
like late
that
game
used
campaign
mugs
where
and
everything's magical
spoons.
based, and then I'll do it then.
Oh my god.
We
Detect
search for
traps
magical
and you're
traps. We
detecting
find
it.
no magical traps. Okay, cool. Open the door. A can falls down. Son of a bitch!
A mug with 4 spoons in it,
Yeah.
and you are caught.
Tamriel, if you would please give me a check to find these hidden items, which I believe you benefit advantage from because you
Correct.
did take those 10 minutes to study your book.
I did.
Okay.
Oh, that was perception. I apologize. I rolled the wrong one.
No, this would be investigation.
20.
Yeah.
It would
There
be
you go.
investigation? Okay.
Yes.
Well, let me give you another investigation then.
'Cause
25.
This would be less about you looking around and more of you kind of. The range of investigation, I would say, would probably be about 5 feet around you.
Mhm.
Just because you're actually taking time to look at something and even reach out and touch something. Not so much in like you're going to activate a trap sense, but a cautious sense. So if you ever hear me use verbiage like you reach out to check this out, don't feel like I'm trying to set you up for like to set something off.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, kind of touching, feeling along. Yeah.
Checking it out. So you
Gotcha.
start to kind of check the walls and check everything around you. You can reach the ceiling here. It's not too far above you. Your arm stretches out a bit, but not all the way. And from what you can tell, this just seems to be like a. So with a 25, give me a quick intelligence check,
Or
please.
intelligence check.
Natural
Nat 20
for a total of
24.
24. Fantastic. You've seen other places before. You've been down in caves and mines. You've tracked down, various knolls or lycanthropes that have hidden in such places. You know what something looks like when it was hastily done. And this is definitely like a quick cut, it seems, between. You feel like you're definitely heading towards another major area because you would know that these quick cut tunnels are usually just for quick access. Either miners built them in case they felt unsafe of a certain area, so they would make a quick escape tunnel for themselves. And then that in turn would be used by anyone else that occupied an abandoned mine later on. So through here, you're unsure if there's going to be many traps, if any, but for the most part, you do have a pretty good sense that this tunnel in general should be safe, seeing as it's already tight. You can't move too quickly through it. Like if you wanted to dash through here, you would probably still feel like you would be half in movement.
Yeah, okay. Well, then, in that case, I'm going to actually backpedal, and I'm going to let Pyre know, and have her tell I'm going to let Pyre know. I'm going to whisper message to Cathalia,
Okay.
and then I'm going to move ahead. Probably up to about here, where it starts to round, but I'm going to wait for the others to kind of catch up a little bit.
Okay. Par, you don't have too much trouble through here.
Yeah. You know, the only thing I have trouble with is history checks.
For you,
And
Snow,
work.
this is very easy work. Your lithe frame just moving through. It's easy.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go in and sort of catch up. Wait, did Kelvin want to go before me? I didn't even think about that.
So now that my sister's gone through, I'm gonna walk up to this little tiny hole.
I hope to God you fit.
I will say, Kelvin.
Well,
You could squeeze through here, but you would be at half movement the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well,
I might be tiny and angry, but at least I'm not big and stuck. So.
Wow.
It's fired.
I'm gonna cast slow on the whole party.
Oh,
Please,
Okay.
no,
no.
you didn't do anything wrong. I did nothing to you. Wait, that's not intelligence? Never mind. I'm not gonna try and make that save.
No, I'll and start trying to squeeze through.
Okay. You squeeze through. It's tight. It's rough. It's slow. But you fit.
You just let me know when you want me to make another save, please, sir.
I will move you to where I will say you do not pass this point here.
That point there. Okay.
You do not collect $200.
It's going to be hard to get yourself on the map perfectly. That's either one of those two squares
Yeah.
is fine. I know
That's
where
fine.
you're standing.
Yeah.
But this is where you can tell this is kind of be like, this was either the first initial push into making this fast tunnel or the last bit of it, and they just wanted to break through. But this is even for you, you're like, oh gosh, turn sideways, start moving through.
Yeah.
And we'll say from there, give me a perception check, please.
Sure.
And this will be based on hearing alone, so just make a flat roll.
Flat roll. 13.
13. I will say, let me just double check some distance here. I will say you can hear other sounds that seem almost like metal clanging against other metal, but it seems to be almost, it could be a forge, perhaps?
Curious. Okay. I guess I'm going to whisper back to Pyre and have Pyre tell Snow, and I'll message Cathalia that there's metal banging on metal, and it sounds like it's possibly a forge.
I'll whisper to Kelvin.
You look back, your brother is just like already sideways.
This is so dumb.
As you're moving, you have to kind of lower your head a bit as you feel a bit of the ceiling kind of scrape over your skull.
I swear, if this ruined my hair, I'm gonna kill something.
Well, at least you're off your passive.
Prestidigitation.
I would wait until we're out of the tunnel.
Alright, I am going to quietly just kind of creep out, listening for any kind of footfalls or anything that would denote people being around me as I step
Okay.
kind of in here.
All right. As you step out, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay.
As you are still in darkness.
Wow.
Wow. Double
Oh.
natural 20s. 24 and 24. You can't
At
make this things up.
disadvantage.
That's my
God
second time doing that at disadvantage.
bless.
So
Disadvantage.
With a
What?
nat 20 intelligence check earlier.
Yeah. Goodness
Good
gracious. Everyone's taking my dice. What's going on around here?
Don't worry. Don't
Sam
worry.
is
I'm
ready
still at
to
the table.
play.
That's
Sam is ready
amazing.
to play.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got. Let me think for a minute here how to give it to you. That's fantastic luck. Okay. So as you're sitting, or as you kind of creep out from this side tunnel, you look around. The first thing you notice is there is nobody here. There is no threat, and you feel safe in the moment. Like, even though you know you're probably in a den of murderous, thieving people, in this room at this moment, you don't hear anybody that's nearby, and you don't see anybody. With a natural 20, I will give you the rest of the description. From the distance, now that you're a little outside of the tunnel and listen better, it sounds like the sound of it sounds similar to the Colosseum, but on a much, much, much smaller scale. It's the sounds of combat. It's the sounds of cheers. Things like that. Looking around the room here, especially natural 20, total 24, you can see 2 more clusters of that same crystal-like material that you saw in the other room, along with what looks to be a stool and just some kind of like writing materials and mining materials. I wouldn't say neatly put together, but not strewn about either. Somewhere in the middle of that.
Kind of stacked off to the side.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the stool is seated where it was. Yeah, where the stool is seated and the tools and the papers and the books. It's definitely someone was attempting to study whatever this material is.
I am going to use my fancy new earring to whisper to Cathalia that it's not a forge. It sounds like they're fighting, maybe for sport, betting on each other, or what. Bandit Coliseum?
Let me in. Let me in.
I'm thinking we might be able to use this distraction to our advantage. I am going to creep up to Hyun.
Okay.
I'll relay that to Snow and Kelvin because they're like on either side of me, and I assume Pyre probably heard.
Yeah. And she's going. She's excited.
She's like, oh yeah.
I will volunteer as tribute.
I don't think we're there yet, but... And it might throw things off if you just go walking in. Hey, I heard you guys are fighting.
No, they'd be like, yeah,
just a little
come
bit,
on in.
maybe. Just a bit.
So is this tunnel, you said it gets a little thinner?
It's a little thinner. You'll be at quarter movement through here. You can still
So what
push
I'm-
through.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of wiggle a little bit and free my axe and kind of like make it a little bit bigger as I go.
I was about to say, does Pyre?
I'm gonna
need to
start
like,
digging
pull
some
you
of this tunnel out.
Okay, roll a strength check. What?
Wow.
I want out of this tunnel.
That is another natural 20 right there,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
Nat 20
Uh,
with a modifier
already.
of +0 for 20.
I will say,
God.
Kelvin, as you are getting a little frustrated, a little angry of being just cooped up in this spot, you reach around.
Probably a
and
little claustrophobic.
You go to reach for your axe, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be forever to get around my back and all that. But as you get within about 1 or 2 inches of your axe, you feel it actually pull to your hand. You're unsure if it's just because you're able to reach back there quick enough because you kind of had to pop your arm around your back, or if it actually came to your hand. But as you pull it out and you just start hacking away, it feels easy. Has this axe always been this light or this sharp? And you are able to carve yourself, kind of pushing some of the kind of the rougher areas out of the way, and you're able to push out of this tunnel.
How much noise is he making?
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
It's pretty decent.
I am just going to turn around as I am now hugging the wall and just kind of stare at him.
I get out, put my axe back away. Stupid tunnels.
Yeah, totally the tunnel's fault. Absolutely.
I don't know why they bring such small people.
The smaller, the angrier.
Move on and pray to God I'm not going to quietly and sneakily
I will say it's
and just
to the
keep listening.
to the north is where you hear that sound coming from.
Okay.
Pyre's following them because she heard Coliseum and she's like trying to check it out. Like, what?
Okay.
Like, heck yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stealth.
I'll look at Kelvin and ask if he wants to go first.
I'm kind of brushing some of the dirt off my clothes.
It's another 25 there, boss.
All right. Got it. You feel pretty stealthy.
And then I'll step forward, staying behind. I'll stay behind Snow.
Okay.
The squishy and the squishier.
I get to about here.
Yeah, about there, you kind of are hugging the wall, and you look around, and you can see what looks to be some light sources off in the distance that break through your dark vision, allowing you to actually see details. And you can see what looks to be. Give me a perception check. And this will I'd give you a straight roll on this one because of what you're looking at is in the light, so you're good there.
Great
20
roll.
total,
Only a
very
20.
nice. Whatever, only a 20. Fantastic roll. As you're looking down there a bit, you have your back to the wall, you're looking around a corner, you feel like you are rather well stealth, not noticed. You can definitely see what looks to be a couple of humanoid creatures in the middle of this kind of sandy pit with this rock ring around it, fighting, both of them one having a pair of daggers, one holding a kind of a not quite a long sword, but it has a thinner blade, but also not so thin to be a rapier. It looks to be some kind of in-between blade. And then also a dagger in his other hand, and they are just currently fighting it out.
Okay.
You can see around it looks to be a couple of people, some of them wearing robes, some of them wearing similar armor to those that you've seen the other bandits wear, and just kind of cheering, mostly distracted by what's going on in the fight. You can see at random points you see like a coin here or there kind of be flung into the middle of the pit.
Yeah. I'm gonna whisper to Cathalia at the back of the room that I can count at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hostiles that I can see from here. Possible hostiles. 2
Put
in
me in,
robes,
Coach.
possible spellcasters.
Oh boy.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
I might be able to sneak close enough to the closer spellcaster before they spot me. Cathalia, I'm going to need you to make sure you've got an arrow on that one on the other side, if possible. And then I'm going to kind of walk down the line. Pyre, I need you to bum rush the 2 that are going to be south of where that other caster is.
Yay!
Snow, try and do some kind of crowd control, maybe try and distract them with Cinder. Kelvin, if you could try and get close enough to maybe pop a big slow spell or something like that to try and keep them moving. And I'm going to go back to my spot.
I will get my bow and arrow ready.
Gonna move forward to try to get ready.
I am going to put my hair up, pull my whip, say a silent prayer that this goes smoothly, and I am going to try and get as close as I can before they spot me.
Okay.
And you tell me when you want me to try and roll another...
At this point, I need everyone to roll stealth checks. As you are now attempting to surprise.
Sorry, this is where my good fortune ends. Sticks.
God damn it.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to go in order of closest to farthest, and we'll see what happens. So let me check some things real quick. So that would just be... Okay. Tamriel, what are you doing? I will say we're in kind of
A loose initiative.
a loose initiative. Yeah, so
5,
so
10,
far you don't seem to be spotted.
20, 5, 30, 5, 40.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and attack this guy here.
Okay.
Would I have advantage?
Yes, you will have a surprise round. No one else will,
Oh, snap!
as you did not wait for your
Make it
associates
count.
to get up there with you.
Okay. Did you
I
want us
don't
to
need
roll
no
initiative
surprise
before
round.
I get my surprise
yet.
round?
Nope, we're going to
Okay.
knock it out.
Okay.
I will make a note.
Surprise round. So action, bonus action?
That is what you have left, correct.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
No, you're good. Good questions, good questions.
14 to hit.
And...
Wait, no, before you rule that, I'm going to use a help die.
Okay.
Because I want to make it work. Really lead off. Fuck. 15?
15 does hit.
Hey.
6 damage.
Okay.
I do not get advantage on this next attack, correct?
Correct. He is now painfully aware of your existence.
Presence. That's a net 20
That will hit.
for 17. I am going to pump a Radiant Flash into that.
Very nice.
So that is
Natural
a...
20.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
had
rain
to
on
take
you guys
advantage,
tonight,
bud.
or at least you.
Yeah, at least me. So that is 15, 20, 26 slashing total
That's the total. Okay.
on that second hit.
Got it.
And then I am going to use my bonus action to hit one more time for 9.
Okay. Before we roll initiative, let me check my math here, just to be sure. Yeah, okay. Before we roll initiative, how do you take this person down? Because this is a... You have depleted his health pool.
Gotcha. I will say the first strike, which was the weakest of the 3, would have been at his hand to try and disarm him.
Okay.
The second one, which was the brutal one, I would have cracked right along his back, probably cracking into his spine. The third one would have hit at his neck to try and keep him from making any kind of real noise. I can't
Okay.
stop them from seeing me right away, but even if it's another half a second to buy time, I'll take it.
Yeah. I will say Pyre and Snow, you watch as your associate, Mr. Tamriel, begins to make his way up, and then as he gets closer, Pyre, like, okay, I'm about to start making my way up there. And as you go to take that first step, Tamriel just starts going to town. You're like, oh, son of a gun. But you watch to see the first strike takes out the kind of the hand of this person in robes, and you see as he was kind of holding like a wand loosely, because he wasn't really casting spells, but just kind of holding one. You see the wand just get flung from his hand as he looks at his hand, grabs it, turns around, looks at Tamriel, the eyes wide, and you can see it easier than Snow can, but Snow, you see as well. It's just this look of sheer terror and shock on this person's face as Tamriel is right there, and you see as the whip cracks and explodes in this brilliant flash of what looks to be some kind of white radiant light from the wound across the chest, leaving this large gash mark. And he's eyes wide, mouth open, barely making a sound before Tam just flicks it around one last time and just snaps him right in the neck, and it's just the body just falls as fast as he was able to realize that there was someone there. He is dead.
Empire is happy.
Now roll initiative.
As I may or may not be a murder hobo, that scares me. Wow. We are not doing bad at all in this. Nice.
All right,
Cathalia and Snow way up there.
Cathalia
Yay.
24, Snow 22, Tam 16,
16.
Kelvin 17.
Can I use a help dice on initiative?
Sure.
It is an ability check. I want to get a little bit higher.
Nice.
20
20.
total.
20. Pyre. 18. Auto roll for the monsters. Start. Minimize this. First things first. Where is this poor guy at? Gotta drop his health points to 0.
Womp womp womp.
Wow, they rolled
So sorry.
awful. Oh my god, they rolled terrible.
Huh.
Cathalia, you're up.
Alright. I'll go.
I would hope a
5.
24 would go like first.
Well, yeah, of
Right?
course.
If it didn't, that would be real rough.
I
Real
know.
rough, real
I'm like,
fast.
Yeah.
So diagonals going like 5, 10, 15,
Yes.
or 5, 15? Okay.
Yeah,
5,
5, 10, 5, 10,
15.
5, 10.
5, 10 was. Yeah, that's a total of 15 so far. I'm gonna squeeze up here next to Pyre and then
Okay.
go right there.
Alrighty.
I think that's about all I can do. For movement, let me. I want to cav. Hang on, let me. Should be. How far does Hunter's Mark go?
90 feet? 90 or 60?
90 feet, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I want to do Hunter's Mark on this guy all the way over here.
Okay, and we decided your color would be
Green.
green? Okay.
Okay, I clicked it, but I don't know why it didn't show up on the thing. So
That's alright.
it's good. And then I'm going to shoot him. Or try to shoot him.
Okay, we'll attack. Yeah, that'll
24
hit.
to hit? Heck
That'll
yeah.
hit. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that didn't have my Hunter's Mark on it. I forgot. But it
Just
did
roll
have
a
the Dreadful
d6.
Strike. So it's another 4.
17.
17 damage for the first hit.
Very nice.
Eudemus.
So you, hearing the familiar sound of Tamriel's leather whip going to work, you push up, kind of move past Pyre, excuse me, and as you kind of do like that slide by, as you pull an arrow out, first one flies, Tamriel, arrow flies past your head, and you watch as it sinks into this other robed individual's, kind of like his left shoulder. Just, and you can quickly, everyone is beginning to realize they have company, and they are turning in your direction. Second attack?
Yes. So Dreadful Strike will not be on that one, or it will?
It will
I don't think
not.
it
Be on that
If you
one if you
target the
target
same
somebody
creature,
else.
If
Right.
you want to move your arrow to somewhere else, you can welcome to.
Now I'll just try and take him out.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
It'll just take some getting used to for
Yeah, no, it's
the
alright.
Dreadful Strike. I'm not used to it. So those Hunter's Mark. Yep, Hunter's Mark's clicked. 18 to hit.
18 hits. Let me
19.
check something real quick. Yeah, that hits.
Heck yeah.
Alrighty. The second arrow sinks close to the first one, a little bit down and a little more closer to the heart. And he takes it, and you see as he kind of falter for a minute, but he's still standing. He's looking at you,
Oh,
but he is
Oh
Oof.
boy.
he is oof. Anything else for your
That
turn?
is. Nope, that's pretty much it.
Alrighty then. Next in line, Snow.
Fun times.
It's no
Snow.
fun times.
Yes. Snow is going to burn her feline agility trait to double her movement speed, so 60 feet of movement,
Okay.
which means she's going right here in this corner,
Okay.
and
So-
she has to do
Pyre and
it.
Cathalia, you both watch as Snow just rails by on all fours. Just
Everybody
All
within
three
10
now?
feet.
of that. That's right. So 5, 10, so 1, 2, 5, 10, 3, 5, 10, 4, 5, 10, 5, 5. Yeah, that's a lot of rolls I gotta make. Okay.
Dex save 15.
Alrighty
That
then.
sounds like snow fun for them.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Alright, I'm gonna start.
just beautiful.
Yeah, Snow, I'm gonna start top left and go around in a clockwise
Yep.
fashion so you can keep track as well.
Perfectly
Right.
fine.
Top left. What was the DC for this dexterity saving throw?
15.
Alright, top left, pass.
Okay.
Next over. Fail. The caster. Let me get to him. Does not have skill in that, so straight roll. Fail.
Mm-hmm.
He's in range, correct? 5, 10, yeah. Saving, he does have. Fail, even though he has.
Okay.
Okay. And this guy, he's next in line. Fail.
Okay.
Next over. Fail. So the one that passed was the second one?
The very first one.
That
No,
first
the
one.
very first one.
That's right. I can remember it was first or second. Thank you for helping me with that.
So,
Okay, let's get some damage, please.
Yeah, let's do that.
There you go.
Ooh.
6 points of fire damage to each one of
Alrighty
them.
then. And then is it halved on a success or 0?
0.
Okay, so he's good. So who is this? You're that one. And get this guy in there. The other caster falls over after this burst of flame goes outward. He just falls slumped down. This gentleman here is you. Got yours. All right. And the last two. Oof. Nicely done. Okay.
Take a quick look around the room. Bonus action, have Cinder use her flame seed on this boy over here.
Okay, roll to hit.
$22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
7 damage.
Points of damage. Got it.
That is my turn.
Alrighty then. Kelvin.
Calvin's going to run up. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I am going to start off with a first quick question. Do I see, so I can see everyone over there? Do I see any difference in what they're wearing or like who might be who?
I would say that this individual and this individual seems to be wearing a better conditioned set of leather armor, while everyone that is remaining that's breathing seems to be wearing kind of a downgraded version. They don't have like over the shoulder or down the arm or like down the thighs or shins. They just have what looks to be just like literally like a leather vest.
Done. That's all I needed to know. I'm gonna use Twin Spell,
Okay.
and I'm going to Twin Spell Mind Sliver at
Okay.
the two that look a little bit nicer. Like maybe they don't belong here.
Okay.
It's a DC 16 Intelligence saving throw. That was a horrible damage roll, by the way. 3 points of damage on 2d6.
Okay.
That one fails. They both fail.
They both fail. Cool.
They both take
Now
3 points of psychic damage. Let me get that first. Okay, and then the other effect was they can only take a action.
That's
No.
a different spell.
Different spell.
This one is they have a negative D4 to the next saving throw,
Gotcha.
which is coming at you right now. as I'm going to quicken, slow.
Where are you centering this?
I'm going to drop it like literally right on top of our boss and leader, on top of Cinder.
Okay.
I am going to target everyone on the outside of the ring and the one person above Cinder.
Okay.
Wow.
That is a
DC 16.
Where's the
So
Wisdom.
wisdom
Wisdom
saving throw?
save.
Okay, gotcha.
So DC 16 Wisdom saving throw, and the nicer people have a negative D4.
Right. Let me get theirs out the way real quick.
Do you want Rick to roll their d4s?
I got it.
All right.
So both of your nicer people fail.
Okay.
The top right fails.
Okay.
Wait, what's DC? Never mind. He
16.
succeeds. Then our two lower crowd cheering individuals. Wisdom. Fail. Other one. Fail. So only this one succeeded.
Okay. You did the one above Cinder, correct?
I did not do him yet. Do him right now.
Okay.
Wisdom. Fail.
All right.
All right. So
They
let me find
do
something for
not have
slow. I'll do
reactions.
this.
They do not have reactions. They can only use one attack per turn. If they do cast a spell, they have to make a D20 roll to see if they succeed. They take a -2 to armor class and dexterity saving throws.
Okay. And they make their next wisdom saving throw at the end of their turn.
Yes, at the end of each of their turns, they can make another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
DC 16 to see if they can shake the slow. Oh, and their speed is halved as well.
Got it.
There's a lot to slow.
Yeah, there's a lot to that. Jesus.
Yeah.
For a third level spell, it's kind of
Well, third level's I mean,
heavy.
you're a third of the way already to max casting, so why not?
Yeah. I'm just
And
saying.
third level, you can cast
I
Fireball.
honestly think I like slow better than Fireball. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else for you?
Well, it depends on what you're doing with it. I mean, yeah. No, that's the end of my turn.
All right.
Move,
Pyre.
action, bonus action.
Your turn.
Let's see.
Tam, you're up next.
Yep.
$35, $40. I'm going to get right beside Tam, like a little bit close to him.
Okay.
And how close does somebody have to be to throw a weapon?
What are you
I keep
throwing?
forgetting that. A hand axe.
I believe that is a 2060.
2060. Yeah.
2060, yeah.
20 feet of you.
Okay, so can't do that.
Or 60 at disadvantage.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
you can throw at disadvantage.
Could she throw recklessly?
Absolutely.
That'd put you back to a straight roll.
Actually,
Or does reckless attack have to be a melee?
let me double check.
What does reckless attack say?
I'm not sure. I don't really play barbarians.
Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack.
Okay, well, there you
rolls.
go.
Okay.
Never mind.
Right. I'm
That makes
looking
sense,
at all
too.
these guys.
Yeah, it does.
I'm looking at these guys and wondering if they're worth the rage. Are they worth?
About
These guys don't piss
almost
you off.
all of them look to be like their movements are just being like you've seen this spell before. You know that
Yeah.
they're definitely there. Like gravity around them seems to have been increased almost.
Yeah, they ain't worth the rage. And I've moved as far as I can. I can't really throw anything, so I guess that's my turn.
Okay.
You got one guy, Johnny. No.
Now you can choose to dash if you
Oh,
want
wait.
to get up into range for
Oh.
next turn.
Yeah.
Okay. How far can
You
I
would
go
use
with
your-
dash?
you would-
Or another 40 feet.
Yeah.
An additional
40 feet?
round
Okay.
of movement essentially.
Completely forgot about that.
That's all right.
I just worry about hitting people. God, leave the walk-in to something else.
I don't want to
Sometimes
walk
you
to
gotta
it. I
dash to
just
get
want to
close
hit
enough.
it.
All right.
We need to
I'm
create
gonna
like a scorpion
over here.
type weapon for you to throw at people and pull them towards you.
Get over here.
Yes, please. I'm gonna
Maybe.
I'm gonna
We'll
dash
see.
over here.
We'll see. All right. You dash over there and you get ready for your next turn to hit something. You're like, oh, I see you now.
Yeah.
Tam, you're up.
All right. 5,
What you're
10,
saying is we just need to give Pyra a harpoon.
Yes.
20. And from here, I will be attacking.
Okay, go ahead.
12 does probably not
Let's
hit.
see here. 12 does not hit.
Even
Well,
with his
that's
minus
23.
2 AC?
Even with that, correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Just making sure.
23 for 7.
That will hit.
And third one, yeah, that doesn't hit. 12 for 9 does not work.
Correct.
But hey, 7 damage.
Yeah, it's good.
That was 25 that I moved up there. 30. 35. 40.
Okay, as you kind of put your back against the wall. Anything else for your turn?
More hope. Yeah, no, that was action, bonus action movement. It's mostly to make
Okay.
sure they can't try and surround me, even moving slow.
There he is. This individual here who is confused and slowed will make his one attack at Cinder.
All right.
A 12 to hit.
Just misses.
That is his turn.
Beautiful.
AC 13.
The gentleman next to him will make a move to go on the other side of this creature and take his attack against it.
Come on, Billy, get your head in the game.
Yeah, for real. 21 to hit.
Yep.
6 points of slashing damage.
Wouldn't that be
Alright.
funny if the slowed one was the one that was winning the fight?
Oh my gosh. If he would have missed. Alright, and the one next to Pyre will make its one attack against her. Actually, can they move and attack or just move or attack?
They can do both. They only get
They can
half
do both?
movement, though.
They only get half movement?
Yeah.
How smart is this guy? Is he smart enough? No. Okay. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Fire. 3 points of slashing damage.
All right.
That's his turn. His buddy, slowed, will do the same thing. 12 does not hit you, I believe.
No.
All right. Next. Oh, he's freed up, actually. What's your movement? Yeah, he's gonna take his full movement to just bum rush Tam.
Damn. See, that's why I tried to move.
Going to make an attack against you. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
7 points of slashing damage. And that's his one attack.
Yep.
Alright. This gentleman is slowed. What do you have? Oh, he's got a dagger.
And a death wish.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, he'll begin to move, realize knows he's not going to make it, and he'll huck a dagger at Tam. But not with a 9. No, Tam, you watch as after you got shanked real quick by this other guy. Like, oh, really? This other one, he's like, and he tries to throw his dagger, and when he lets go of it, it goes like, it moves like he threw it full speed, but once it gets like 4 or 5 feet away from him, it just drops to the ground.
I like to imagine that as he's throwing it, he's moving slowly, and then you just see at one point he's got one eye closed and his tongue sticking out like, ah!
Let's see here.
Damn it.
What is his movement?
No.
You said they get half their movement, correct?
Yes, half their movement.
He can't get that far. He's just gonna make a direct route for Pyre. And if they have multi-attack, they only get one attack.
They only get
Correct.
one attack.
Okay. He will make an attack with his scimitar to Pyre. 20 to hit.
That hits.
7 points of slashing damage. My 2 robed individuals are dead. Top of initiative, Cathalia.
Okay. I will move Hunter's Mark. I've been waiting. I'll move Hunter's Mark to this dude
Welcome
right
to my
here.
world. I'm usually last.
You gonna move it to who? One more time, please.
This one.
Gotcha.
And then I will shoot him, and that will have Dreadful on it. 27 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Heck yeah.
And Pyre, as you're standing there, you're like, oh, I can't wait to hit you. You kind of bring your axe back, and you bring it up over your head, and you take an attack at this individual just north of you. And as your axe comes down, you watch as an arrow just zonk catches him in the side of the skull, and he drops. Your axe hits the dirt. You see him already down, and you look to Cathalia. Really?
Don't piss off the barbarian.
I'm bad blue ball her. That's not nice.
All right, second attack. Where's it going?
The guy next to him.
I know. Okay, just line them up.
Yep.
Dunk, dunk.
No Hunter's Mark, but that will have Dreadful Strike.
Yep.
Longbow.
Oh my god. Natural 20. Fantastic. Yeah, so Pyre, after you hit in the dirt, you pull your axe out, like, oh, you're not getting away though. And you kind of bring your axe hard left and you swing hard right. And just as you're about to make contact, you see another arrow glaze over the top of your axe and just sink through this guy's entire neck.
What's your problem with me? What's your problem with me?
Just before your axe hits him.
What is your problem with me? I
I
have one job. I have one job, and you're taking it from me.
Sorry. 25, 30. I'll do.
You can't hit that one
up
dude because she'll
here.
hit me.
Why do you think I'm moving closer? No.
I will jump in front of that. I will jump in front of that arrow. I will take that damage.
She's going to take
my
levels
God.
in Monk just to catch the arrow so she can kill him.
Yeah.
Sweet, merciful Jesus.
But yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Snow, you're up. Kelvin, you're next.
Oh, decisions. Give me just a second.
Okay.
I need to find.
Oh, I didn't make their wisdom saving throws.
Oh, yeah, do that.
Well, there's 2 less you have to make, so.
Yeah. Only one pass.
Always nice.
It's okay.
Which one?
Kelvin, as you are focusing on this spell, you can feel your grip be pulled from you by the one that's a little further to the kind of top of the map. He kind of shakes his head, and then his eyes train on Tamriel.
Hmm. Okay, good. So for bonus action, she's going to have Cinder use her fiery teleportation. And Cinder
Okay.
is going to go 5. Oh, I can't even see those squares. 10, 15 to play with this one over here.
Okay.
The 2 that were next to Cinder in that space need to make another dexterity 15 saving throw for me.
Sure.
The slowed one has a -2.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder. We'll do his first, so I can make sure not to mess that up. Oh yeah, he fails. He's like, wow, okay. And this guy, they both fail. Damage, please.
9.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That will incinerate that poor creature. But the other one is left standing.
Oh, we'll have to remedy that. Action. She's going to cast Scorching Ray.
Oh my god! Yes!
2nd level.
Roll to hit.
I'm almost afraid to ask Pyre to spare somebody.
I'm actually leaving the one next to Pyre. I want to go for the other 3, which is the one in the pit, the one next to Cinder, and the one next to Tam. So, for the first projectile, 21 to hit.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay.
He's not a whole long for this world, so just in case I don't want your that's enough.
5 damage.
That's enough. Yeah, I said he was not long for this world. He was holding on by a thread. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me get damage as you go.
Fair enough.
So you, first ray extends from your palm. There's still kind of these 2 arcane sigils just circling around your wrist as you're holding onto this spell. The first one's released, and you just blow like this fiery hole into his chest, and he falls backwards against this kind of rock ring pit here. As these
Next.
2 motes of fire are still swirling around your wrist. Who's next?
Alright, the one next to Cinder. Let's see.
Alrighty then, roll to hit.
25.
Oh yeah.
I'll do that damage since we're doing this. Oh, even worse. 3.
I got it.
And the last one next to Tam.
Okay.
Oh, 11.
Let me check some things real quick. Where is he at? There he is. 11 does not hit.
Yeah, okay.
So
Fair enough.
as he's trained on Tamriel to get ready to attack, he can see 2 rays come from a direction just past his vision, and he gets a little worried. His eyes quickly focus over to Snow just as the blast is coming. He's like, ah! And he moves just enough to whizzes past his face. Tamriel, as he looks back, you can see like a bit of his beard is singed on the left side of his face. He was close.
It's my turn.
Alrighty. Kelvin, you're up. Pyre, you're next.
All right, it works. So I'm gonna do it again. First we're getting a twin spell. We're gonna do Toll the Dead
Oh, God.
on the one next to Cinder and the one
Okay.
next to Pyre.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom
Wisdom
saving
saves.
throw DC 16.
Okay, the one next to Cinder saves. The one next to Pyre does not.
Okay, so the one that saved takes nothing. The one that failed takes 13 points of damage.
Okay, and you use your d12s, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I know they both took damage.
All right, just making sure.
And then I am going to. So that was that. I'm going to quicken spell. I'm tired of this. I already told you I was pissed off. I had to go through a tiny cavern. I was mad. I'm gonna quicken spell and upcast Tasha's Mind Whip,
Oh my
god.
and I'm gonna hit the same 2 people.
Okay.
That's going to that's 16 points of damage on a DC 16 intelligence save.
The one next to Pyre succeeds.
Okay.
The one next to Cinder does not.
Okay, so the one next to Cinder takes 16, and it has a move, an action, or a bonus action, but not any of the others, and it has no reactions. And the one next to Pyre just takes 8 points of damage.
Trying to find a good symbol for Mind Whip. Isn't there a brain-shaped one? I thought there was. Or am I just losing it?
There's a grenade.
There's
No,
a
I thought-
cracked skull one.
Yeah.
There's a cracked skull one.
It
There's also a
is
bomb.
the next row above the concentration one that we use. It's right below the bleeding eye.
I'm going to use this as a mental
Nice. That
whip.
looks
Ooh.
cool.
I like
And then
Yeah,
the other
that's
one takes
fancy.
8 points of damage, you said?
Yeah,
And then no effects.
and no effects.
Got it. Anything else?
Yeah,
for
but
your
he's
turn?
still slow, so
And then I moved up, next to Snow, and I'm
Okay.
walking with my axe out.
Okay.
Just eyes straight at the one by Pyre, just like, I'm gonna kill you.
Okay.
Not if she
Mm.
gets to
Snow,
him
what was your
first.
passive
Gets to him
perception
first.
again?
What was that?
What was your passive perception again?
17.
I haven't updated myself in a minute. 17? Yeah, you notice as Kelvin begins to walk past, you kind of see him coming up from your peripheral vision. You're used to him being like mid-range combat, casting spells from a decent distance, but as he's moving forward, and while his token stopped, he's still, in the moment, the character is still making the intention to keep moving forward. And you look at him, and he's just, something about him seems different. He seems to be standing a little more upright, a little more intentional as he's gripping this axe. You can see a faint bit of what looks to be frost gathering around the edges of it. Pyre, you're up. Tamriel, you're next.
gotcha.
I'm so glad I did not rage, but y'all are making me want to rage. So, I'm gonna hit him with my great axe.
Ten. He is slowed. Does not hit.
Gonna do it again.
Okay.
Nice.
Is another natural 20, ladies and gentlemen. They are dropping on the wild cards tonight.
Nobody is gonna take that from me. Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. And that's a lot of damage. Does that have everything in there? Your rage and everything?
She's
No, you're
not raging.
That's right.
I'm not raging.
Yeah, got
Because
Not
why?
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21. God bless.
It is 6 nat 20s so far tonight.
So far.
If 7 if you count the disadvantage.
Yeah, I will. Why not?
Yeah. 7
There's
nat
20s on the
20s so far
screen.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Pyre, as this individual that has been seen to be slowed by this arcane magic, you take your axe around after you pulled it out of the dirt once again from twice now, Cathalia has sunk an arrow into your quarry. You look at this creature, you're like, oh, sorry, buddy, but you're not going anywhere. And you just do a huge overhead swing down into like his left shoulder. Your axe sinks down into it and actually gets stuck for a moment. And as he kind of braces himself, he's still standing. Somehow, to your surprise, with his axe sunk into his left shoulder blade, broke part of the clavicle, but he still is somehow hanging on. Just his teeth gritting, looking at you with this equally angry face. And he pushes up and pushes you off. Your axe actually dislodges from him. You can see as he kind of puts his hand over it, but his other hand holding onto his scimitar. Anything else for your turn? You gonna stay there?
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
my turn.
Tamriel, you are up.
Going to attack.
Okay.
9 for 9 doesn't hit. 9 for 7 doesn't hit. Bonus attack. Oh, 19 for 11?
That is just enough.
Nice. And before I end my turn, I will yell out, try and take one or both as prisoners.
Okay. Dead.
So you're
dead,
going to do it to
dead,
Pyre,
dead,
too.
dead.
No,
You're gonna
I
do
said
it to
one.
Pyre, too.
I said one. You can kill yours and we'll take the other one that Cinder's standing on.
Oh, like the rest of them are going to let them do that.
Maybe.
Rick, can you put the mind whip in the chat for me?
Yeah, I can put it again.
Thank you. It's one of those.
Yar.
I think that one's one of my favorites.
He'll just attack Cinder. Does he still get his multi-attack if he has one?
He would get multi-attack. It doesn't say he only gets he
Okay,
gets
gotcha.
to move and action or a bonus action.
Yeah, the multi-attack
Gotcha,
is
gotcha.
technically an
Yeah.
action, so.
Yeah.
All right. 22 to hit Cinder.
Hit.
5 points of slashing damage. He'll come around with his dagger. 13 to hit.
Just hits.
4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then that's his turn. The one
All right.
that's fighting with you, still slowed after somehow gritting through this damage. He will make his one attack against you. Higher. He seems to be going down. Yeah, let's see how he's. Yeah, he's going to go down swinging. 20 to hit. Pyre.
That hits.
4 points of slashing damage. It's the end of his turn. These creatures are down. Top of initiative. Cathalia, your turn.
I'll... I don't know what I want to do. I heard Tam and I will hold action.
Okay. What are you going to hold?
Mm. I don't know. Because I don't want to be like just a straight up murder hobo, even though it's tempting. Uh, Hang on, let me look at my spells real quick.
Okay.
Oops. No, I don't think that one will work.
I will say, if you want, you can hold a non-lethal attack. I would say at this point, your talents with the bow would allow you to make an attack that does not hit a vital organ.
Okay. I will.
You invested in sandbag arrows.
Blunt tip arrows. No, I will allow you, especially as your entire life you've trained with a longbow, that you would be able to make a non-lethal attack.
Okay. I will hold that with the one next to Cinder.
Got it. Snow, your turn.
I'm gonna try this, and I hope it works.
Okay.
3rd level, conjure animals.
Okay.
And what she is pulling out is... Oh, didn't drag it. Come here.
I gotta start finding... Oh, thank God. You have the animals already.
Yes. I want to use the polar bear's strength to try and knock him prone.
I need a minute. Oh my God. Okay.
He's flanked.
All right.
Does that count as breaking you?
No, not yet. No, when you get
Dang it.
hyena laugh, when the
Okay.
community gets
Noted.
to see and hear my hyena laugh, they will know you have broken me.
Noted.
I will say
Shut
that literally everyone watches as some of you watch Snow kind of take both of her palms and her hands and outstretch them, and almost like she's pulling apart something between her hands. Almost like he would break a piece of bread or something like that. For, I would say, Tam and Pyre, you just notice as out of the ether, you watch as this sudden whirling of snow and pearlescent dust begins to coalesce in this spot right here before forming into this large bear-like creature. Just and you wanted to have it do what now? Sorry, I was laughing too hard to get that part.
I want to use the polar bear's strength to knock him prone and like have a paw sit on his chest.
You're gonna grapple with it? Essentially?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Roll a athletics for the bear.
Sure.
Bears are naturally proficient in athletics.
Well, I'm not quite sure how that's gonna work, but I guess it's a d20 plus 5 because it has a plus 5 to strength.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll just do a straight
Sure.
dex check. I'll just do a dex check for him, for this other person then.
D20. 14 plus 5, 19.
He rolled a 13.
Nice.
Oh.
He rolled a
Cool.
10.
Polar
He
bear's
rolled a
just gonna
10
keep
plus
him
3.
pinned.
Yeah, easy enough. Polar
This
bear
is so
comes in
stupid.
and just it stands up on both hind legs. As it comes up, it knocks him right in the jaw. He's slow, or he's mind whipped. It's gone by now, but he's still reeling from that. So he's and then as he stumbles backwards, the polar bear comes back down and just his big paw just right onto him, and it just.
Hey, it's not your day, pal.
He is just he is knocked prone and hanging out there. He is Dunzo Sunzo for the moment.
That is my turn.
Okay. Kelvin, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I'll use
Okay.
my bonus action aggressive ability to move closer to my target. So I'll move here.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And I am going to I'm gonna look down at my my woodworking axe. I'm gonna grip it with 2 hands, and then I'm gonna swing at this guy's head.
Okay. Roll to hit. He cannot break slow either. God bless.
So sad.
19 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 8 slashing damage.
Describe it to me.
So as I walk by, I'm just going to it's not even really a run or move quick. I'm literally just walking. My axe is kind of dragging the ground beside me. As I walk past on Pyre's right side, I'm gonna put my left hand on her shoulder and be like, "I'm sorry, but this one's mine," and just spin around and just right in the top of this guy's skull.
Okay.
And once he goes down, Pyre's just gonna be glaring at Kelvin.
He goes down. The axe is still in his head. I just kind of wiggle it and pull it out and put it over my shoulder.
Pyre, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Think I'm doing it right.
As you see Kelvin come around you, and he takes this axe two-handed and just cleaves down your quarry, you look at him. A good bit of you knows he's an ally. And enough of you recognizes that he is just trying to make sure everyone stays safe. But whatever part of you, very, very deep down inside you, you can't shake this feeling that you just really want to take his head off right now. You don't, and you don't understand where this comes from, but there is just this deep buried piece of you that is extremely, like, the rage almost builds up within you. You almost go into a rage, but you manage to quell it. Barely, but you can feel it. It probably unsettles you a little bit because, no, he's an ally. Why would I feel this way? But God, I want to take his face off. I don't know why.
It's a dumb face.
Did I eat bath salts?
You don't want to
knows?
eat his face.
You don't know. There's just something deep down, far in your core that just is very hateful of Kelvin in this moment. But a few seconds pass and you manage to shake it.
And then I'll use the rest of my bonus action move to move closer to this enemy.
There is no enemy there. I will say we are out of initiative. As he is just held on the ground, looking decently held together, but pretty tattered as well. He's got some fight in him, but he's definitely aware of the situation he's in. What would you like to do?
Great job, everybody.
Pyre's gonna stay the fuck away from everybody else and just go to this wall. Just fucking hang out.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of want to check on Pyre now since he's just walking away from everything. But,
I'm honestly afraid to go near her right now.
yeah, we're going to give her a minute. I'll walk over to Kelvin. Hey, good job.
As
Great job.
he's walking over, I see that I'm probably covered in blood and gore.
Yeah.
Ugh. I just start cleaning myself up.
And you
Prestidigitation.
were worried about the tunnel messing you up.
Yeah, but this is Kellen we're talking about.
True.
Gotta be clean.
Hey, Snow, would you keep an eye down that tunnel and make sure nothing's coming after us while we have a talk with our new friend here?
Certainly. And that's
you.
exactly where Cinder's gonna go. Boop.
Perfect.
Okay. I will say with that, it is 7:30. We're going to go ahead and take our break. It's a good moment in the stream to do that. So, my table, please feel free to go and get yourself some fantastic water. Get you a quick snack real quick. I will see all of you back here in about 10-ish minutes. Enjoy your lunch. Enjoy your break. I'm going to talk to the chat for a bit. But
I might get me some adult spicy water.
Right?
Yeah. Chat, how you guys doing? I hope you're having a ton of fun. I'm excited to be here. Excited to just be playing Dungeons and Dragons for all of you and telling a great story. Kelby, thank you for the host. And the resub 4 months. My man, getting at it. I can't describe how much I love that emote. It's so perfect. It's just oh my gosh. Yeah. Before we secret tunnel. Before I head off to go take a break real quick, give me some more water, I wanted to give everyone an update on our 100 follower giveaway. Not only when we hit 100 followers, we'll be giving away this book right here, which has been graciously signed by everybody at the table, except for me. I still have not signed my part yet. I will do that when we have a winner so I can personalize it to you. Now, in order to increase the incentive, have some fun, the question was brought to me, hey, Brandon, what's the point of giving away a player's handbook guide if you're not going to do dice too? So I was like, good decision. I'm going to give away a set of dice too. So I've ordered a set of this amazingly brushed gold metal dice. They are fantastic company who will be revealed to you upon winning. So that's also in the pool now. When we hit 100 followers, we're going to do a giveaway, and you will win the signed player's handbook along with a set of metal dice. So let me get the information more in that. There. Bam, there it is. All right. Well, like I said, I'm going to get me some water because I ran out about like 10 minutes ago, and I am thirsty. So I'll catch you all in just a bit.
Okay,
All right.
now I'm ready.
Welcome back, everybody. Quick break. I went and I shoveled down a toasted peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I was starving.
What?
It's
That should hold me through. If not, I'll totally not eat on stream. I'll just turn the camera off really fast.
I totally don't have a bowl of ice cream in front of
If
me.
you see my camera just vanish, just know it's because my hunger took over and there's no more Brandon, only food.
Old.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have ice cream in front of me right now.
had ice cream in front of me.
Nice. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking out through the break. I hope you took a break too. Hope you went and got some food, some water, snacks, whatever you needed. But for our break, we had just resolved
Spicy water.
combat. Currently, there is a polar bear standing, not on because it would crush him, but definitely very aggressively holding down the last living enemy human of this fighting pit they seem to have come across. Pyre has taken to herself in the southern part of the map as Cinder went to go hold patrol. Can you communicate with Cinder telepathically? Can Cinder communicate
Not
to you?
telepathically, no.
Okay.
No.
Cinder
But
can
would
just
you
obey
know
your
if Cinder
command.
died?
Cinder can convey your commands.
Can understand them, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Okay. What is everybody doing?
I'm going to check on everybody before I end up next to our new captive.
Okay.
And Snow didn't really take any damage, neither did Kelvin. I'm going to leave Pyre to herself for a minute, and then I guess we're going to walk up to this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to wait for Kelvin to come talk to him because I suck at charisma.
I'll just be standing there next to the bear and just glaring at him
Okay.
because that's
He
what I do
is-
best.
Seems to be understanding of his situation and is currently quiet and unmoving. Eyes open, breathing, but quiet and unmoving.
Hey, Kelvin, could you come here for a second?
Yeah. I will walk around the bear and kind of go, "Hey, Fluffy," and then
Bear just kind of goes, oh.
Oh, but you met the bear.
I'm they'll give it a little scrunches on top of its head and under its chin as I walk by.
Okay.
Go, girl.
Oh my god.
And then I walk over by the walk over to Tam.
Would you like me to help me explain to our new friend here what his situation looks like?
I've got eyes.
So he's on the ground, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just take my axe and just set it next to his head as I kneel down, kind of looking over him.
Okay.
So this is not a good situation for you. I'm sure you can feel that. Not all of us want to kill you. However, I cannot guarantee your safety unless you give us the information that we need. It would be greatly appreciated if you did.
Are you gonna let me go?
That depends on the information. If it's good, we'll make sure that you don't die. We won't harm you.
Define we.
Me, him, I point to Tam.
Okay.
She won't stab you from far away. The bear will not eat you.
Okay.
No one's gonna kill you. No one's gonna do any more damage to you. We will not bring physical harm to you.
Roll a persuasion check.
12.
Okay. Not really
I'm
a
gonna
good
use.
deal.
I'm gonna use magical guidance. I'm gonna roll that again.
Okay.
28. That's 8 natural 20s tonight.
Another natural 20 for a total of 28. He's kind of, you see him, he looks around, looks at the situation. Can you get this thing off me? I'm not gonna run. And you can see as you closer now, you get a good look at him. He just looks a little weathered. He's definitely older than most of the people here, as far as human standards goes. He's got some wrinkles on his face, some scars. His the leathers he is wearing definitely seems to be aged and well worn. And I imagine at this point, Tamriel will begin to take his weapons from him, or the ones that are just lying on the ground next to him. As you take them, you kind of look them over, and they're just, God, they're ratty. I mean, not that they're poorly made, they're just old.
They're weathered.
Definitely.
Well, beware old men who work in a profession where men die young.
He's just kind of laying there with his request.
Fluffy, can you step back a little bit?
The bear will kind of give Calvin a look like, are you serious? And then take a step back and step off the dude.
Ugh. You see him, he's a full breath now, just. And he goes to start standing up really slow.
Yep, you just sit against the wall. He said he looks a little raggedy, like he's not very well taken care of.
No.
I'll go ahead and I'll pull out my own personal water skin and give him a ration and be like, we're not I don't want to kill you yet. As long as you behave.
He does get to a stand, but it's just so he can walk over to the wall itself.
Yeah.
And then at that point, since Cathalia kind of looks at you, glares at you for a second, then turns back to Kelvin before slamming his back against a wall and just kind of slowly sliding down. He takes
the petulance we like to see from children.
Huh?
I don't say that out loud.
What'd you say?
I didn't say it out loud.
Okay. He takes the water skin and the food from the ration from you and kind of looks at the ration. He's like, wow, no mold. That's nice. Starts to eat on it.
Now, we do need to know about what else is in this cave. How many more friends do you have?
Are you going to kill him?
Are they going to come?
He kind of looks about the people around here.
Are they going to come quietly? That's entirely up to them.
Can you ask them to come quietly? Would they listen to you?
You walk me in front of the group, I have a better chance.
How many more of your allies are in this cave?
That would depend who's come back in the meantime. I've been here overseeing this, trying to blow some steam off. 10-ish.
10-ish. Okay.
How long have they been gone?
Well, last I remember, our roadblock headed out about 4 days ago. But no, longer. About 6 days ago. You see him kind of, as he's eating, trying to recall the information. Sometimes his words break and he doubles back over himself because he either remembered it properly.
Was this
So
a group that would stop people on the road and demand a toll?
Yeah, that's generally what roadblock means.
Yeah.
So it's just them and then what you had here.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay then.
Well, I don't think they're coming back.
Oh. Killed them too, huh?
Oh, we took one.
How gracious.
They did attack first.
I can't fault him there.
Called our friend a creature, so she took exception to that.
Do you gesture to who it was, or you just say that?
Yeah, no, I'll gesture behind me.
You see him kind of lean to the left and look past you. He's still kind of like, he finishes the meal decently well and sets the empty kind of like the kind of folded over cloth back on the ground. Yeah. And he kind of looks at Kelvin, and then you see him reach his right hand up to him.
He's reaching towards me.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I'll put my hand up to stop his hand.
He grabs your hand and then starts to pull himself to his feet. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, I'll help up.
Well,
I'll stand it him up.
You're the biggest, meanest looking one there is here, so come on. Just you and me.
That would actually be her, and I'll kind of like thumb over my back towards the other side of the cave.
He looks at her, he looks at you. What?
Oh.
Like twice her size.
And she can best me in combat any day of the week.
Twice on Sundays.
Well, you look the meanest. Just come with me. I'll get the rest of the crew gathered up. At least no one else has to die today.
All right, and then I'll just look at Tam. Be close behind.
Oh, absolutely.
I will be right behind Kelvin.
I don't think you heard me properly. Just the two of us. If they see anybody else, they're gonna get antsy.
Well, that's why you're there to keep them from doing so.
Roll a persuasion check.
Use that last help die tonight. Fucking A. Never mind.
Those long ears of yours are doing you no good.
Huh.
And he kind of pats Kelvin on like the lower back. Come on, big guy.
I don't think. See, this is something that you're trying to take initiative on, and well, I don't go anywhere alone. They won't be seen, but I'm not going alone.
I sneak a lot better
Why?
than I talk.
one gets to come along, and they better not be seen.
Okay.
And he points to Cathalia. Her.
I'm gonna roll my
Maybe
eyes and
when
walk
I'm
away.
I will go over to I will look at Cathalia and just can you take our new friend over with to where Snow is, and I'll join you in a moment.
Yeah. And I'll like nod my head in that direction. Come on.
Okay. Over the course of the next, so
Well,
Kelvin.
as they walk away, I am actually going to take a few seconds, and I'm going to burn a first level slot and a second level slot to gain 5 sorcery points back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use those to get a third level slot back. And I'm going to walk over. I'm going to say, Tam, come with me. And we're going to walk down to Pyre.
I know what's coming. I was thinking the same thing. I love that we're on the same page.
And I am going to just kind of get out of position so that they can't, so that, you know, he is a little bit further down the tunnel and cannot see.
If you don't come with him down the tunnel, he stops.
Well, as long as he's not there, well, it doesn't even matter. I am going to oh, sorry, and I'm sorry, I'm burning one more point to get 2 more no, I don't have to. Sorry. I am going to use my third level spell. So I'm going to use my third level spell slot to upcast invisibility and cast invisibility on Pyre and Tam, telling them, stay close, be quiet, and be ready. And then I will walk forward and join the guy.
Okay. And he begins to head down the tunnel with you. Over the span of about, I'd say, 30, 45 minutes, he leads you through what seems to be the entirety of this mine and gathers up his remaining crew. As he kind of gets a nice shot of them, they kind of see him with an orc, and they see the blood, grab their blades. He goes, don't. The crew at the fighting pit's gone. We've been cleared out. Leave them where they lie, and come on. You see all of them just kind of hesitate for a moment before they just stand. Some of them kind of unclipping a dagger here or leaving a weapon on the table and following the orders of what appears to be the boss of this area, or the leader of this group. Better way to put it.
Is there anything that we see that would denote where they're stashing any kind of treasure, keepsakes, anything like that? Anything that would need to be returned?
I would say in the first room you come to, it seems to be more like an eatery or like a kitchen area. There's about 6 tables there, lots of bags of various food, and a couple barrels of what looks to be some kind of river water or something like that. Not a whole lot here. This is where he picks up 4 more crew members, and they just begin to walk with him and Kelvin. And these crew members just, it's definitely odd. I would say anyone that wishes to do so can give me an insight check that's traveling with this group.
Eh? Hmm.
Oh,
I would
well, it
say-
seems the break has hurt me.
I would say, Pyre, with your insights to the criminal world, you know that once someone has established himself as the predominant leader of a group, they're pretty much unquestioned. You feel this, whoever this individual is definitely someone who is of high esteem to these ragtag crew of bandits. Yeah, they're not nice people. They've probably killed in the past to get gold and coin, but they still do have a level of respect for their leader. And when he speaks, even something like this, they listen. Kelvin, for
He's
you,
killed the most, so he's in charge.
yeah, Kelvin, for you, what you glean from this is roughly the same thing. You would imagine that there's some level of respect that this individual has gained that is strong enough to, even though the words he's speaking pretty much probably makes no sense, they just listen.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I go back to the fighting pit and do the selfie stick
Yes, you
before
can.
we leave the whole thing?
You
And
can do that
then
before you leave.
Okay, and then I'll do the other room with the crystal shard thingies that I don't
Okay.
remember how to pronounce.
Validium.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And how many people total are we bringing back?
You've gained 4 more right now. He leads you back to the main room, and then to the right, there's a fork in the road. He takes you left, and it comes upon what seems to be a large sleeping area. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more crew members have been picked up. And again, they all seem to be mostly lounging, resting. Some of them maybe tending to their items or counting out coin. As this leader comes up with Kelvin, they all kind of tense up, maybe thinking maybe a new recruit's coming. Some of them kind of give a little smile like, hey, we got an orc now, all right. And then the leader kind of shakes his head and says, no, seems the gods have other plans. We've been, well, let's just say our numbers aren't looking too good. Those in the fighting pit aren't breathing anymore. This guy here is responsible. And looks like we're going somewhere else, gents. Leave your things. Come on, just grab food. He picks up 5 more. And then with that, he leads them, everyone, back to the main fighting pit. And I will bring them there now. Okay.
So we have a total of 10 with the captain guy.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
And I'm going to leave us on this screen for now. There's not really a lot of need for the map at this point. Just for the players, and I will describe it thoroughly. But at this point, those of you that have been to these other 2 rooms so far, are you going to check them out? Because at this point, it's
Yes,
probably
please.
been... Okay. It's probably about... Once you've seen both rooms and they start to head back, it's been about half an hour, just so you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
As they're starting to walk, we will kind of go through and at least, I don't know, try and see if there's anything.
Well, you will. You don't know what Pyre's doing.
I'm going to, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You can roll investigation, please.
17.
17? Okay. You find amongst their... in their... Is this for the kitchen area or the sleeping area?
Sleeping.
Okay. 12, 10, 6. Okay. You find a collection of 20 gold, 90 silver, and 100 copper.
100 copper, 90 silver, and what was the gold?
20.
Sorry, 20.
Along with that, 17. You come across what looks to be a small little pouch of some kind of spellcasting components. Within them, you find some kind of a fine powder that you cannot identify, a piece of chalk, and what looks to be this kind of a oddly pristine white handkerchief.
Okay. All right.
Are you doing anything? Pyre, you got anything you want to do?
No, more than likely she's just watching over the guys.
Okay. And he doesn't seem to be doing anything. This, like I said, from best, especially for your insight, you can gather he just seems to be know when it's time to save the men versus stand and fight.
Yeah.
So everyone gathers back at the fighting pit area, as is the largest area you've seen so far. You have the leader of the group along with his 8 crew individuals.
9.
9.
You said 4 in the kitchen and 5 in the sleeping area, so 9 total. 10 including him.
I can count.
We know.
We're here for you, buddy.
Okay. Well, at this point, as you're getting back, I would say, Snow, is there anything you want to be accomplished in this about 30, 45 minutes you've been here in this room alone?
Probably not much. Just hanging out, waiting to see what the group wants to do.
Okay. And as after about that 45-minute marker, you see them come marching back with this group of bandits. What would the party like to do?
And
Is everyone here now?
Yes. Well, you think.
I can see that Cathalia came back, right?
Yeah, she never left you. I mean,
Yeah.
she stayed at
She
a
was-
distance.
I'll just be like, can you see where Tam is?
Is he still invisible?
Yes.
I'll like hold my earring, Tam, because I don't know exactly where he's at, and I know that there's like a distance thing.
Okay. Both of you roll a d4.
both of who?
You and me.
Tam and Gathalia. Gathalia, you kind of face in a direction and you use your earring. There's no response.
Going to quietly pinch Cathalia in her lower back, and I'm going to pinch Kelvin on his arm at the same time.
Okay.
I will turn and like swing my hand at whatever is pinching me.
I will catch her hand.
Something catches your hand. You don't know what.
Swear to God, I'm gonna punch you someday.
You hope it's Tamriel.
Kelvin,
So
can you drop your spell?
Yeah, because you could possibly be saying that to Pyre, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I will
God.
drop.
didn't even think about that.
Okay.
I'll drop
As
the
the
spell.
drops, Tamriel, you say where you want to be. Pyre, where are you?
Yeah.
Are you in the room?
Yeah, I'm just over there with the guys. Just been keeping an
Okay.
eye on them this entire time.
Invisible.
Yep.
Yeah. You see her? She's not too far off, probably about 10, 20 feet. Just whoosh. And the leader kind of turns to you, Kelvin. Well, this is everyone. Where are we going?
Well, first
Who's
we gotta
called
make.
in our bounty? I guess is the
First?
best question.
We will get to all that. We are going to bind your hands. And can
Least
we
you're
actually
smart.
make? Can we make a basically like a chain gang amongst all these
A
people?
daisy chain of hemp rope?
Yes. Yes.
Who has enough rope?
No has no rope.
I
I
50
have
feet.
rope.
Where's it at? Yeah, I've got rope.
I also have 50 feet of rope.
So we
Okay.
have 200 feet of rope. Is that enough rope to daisy chain these guys together?
Are you just doing their hands? Or are you doing their hands and waist?
With 200 feet, so could we do like 50 foot would be enough for 5, and then another 5, and then we basically have enough to make hands and waist kind of manacles, shackles
Okay.
for these people.
All right. Who's going to tie the knots?
Got pretty nimble fingers. Cathalia, you and I might be the best bet for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a Oh, you guys got it? Okay.
Either of you can roll me a survival check, or one can roll with advantage.
Cathalia, you roll with advantage, please.
Fingers crossed. 21?
You feel pretty good about your knot tying skills.
Do I really?
You do.
Yeah, you feel good.
Can I add my help die to that? Or do I
Yes, you can.
actually truly feel super confident? Because I don't know with that tone of voice.
You broke her.
I will say
here's the-
you
yeah.
feel rather confident in your knot tying abilities.
Okay. I'll save it then.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't nat one again on something else important.
All right. You've got everybody tied up in a nice chain.
All right. We are headed back to Raitul.
You hear a couple groans.
You do have the option to not go. We will leave you here with your friends, and I'll point to some of the corpses.
Fine. Yeah. It'll work. I want to go back to the desert.
I mean, your one friend was really happy to go back to Raitul.
Yeah, that's because he's got connections. Always bragging about them.
And maybe he can help you out then.
Probably not. He's a cheat
No, our
at
job
cards.
Our job is just to get you there. What you do after that is not our concern after we get paid.
Yeah.
Can we just get back already?
Yeah.
This is
let's go.
enough.
And I will actually I'll grab the I mean we've got the ropes all tied together into one, and I'll hold it. I'll be like, nope, and I'll just hand it to I will.
You
I will
can see some visible confusion
Nope.
from most of the people in this daisy chain.
And Pyre yanks it.
I was gonna say a couple of them get jerked forward.
Yep.
Do I
I've got
need
to
to
get you a storm giant strength just to make this even more humiliating.
They start heading out. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we move to the travel back to Raitul?
No, I did the thingy in the room, and then in the other room.
I will turn to Tam. If you checked every room, all the stuff that might have hidden.
Like the main sleeping room, but mostly I stayed with you because just out of chance. I mean, they are still outnumbering us 2-1 here. We can always come back.
Yes.
Depends on how much you guys want to spend time here. I'm saying that quietly.
I will. I'll just. I'll turn to Snow. Are you good at sneaking? You're good at sneaking away and finding things, right?
Most of the time.
Do you think you could turn this whole place and get back to us as soon as possible? You are faster than anyone I've ever seen.
For short bursts, yes. I mean, I could give it a shot, but I don't know how long it would take.
Could you summon a couple of horses and then you and I can get back, catch up quicker? And 2 of us moving through here would be a lot quicker.
Well,
Yeah,
two go
I could do
ahead,
that.
and we will go slow to get out of here. There are a lot of people.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds like we have a bit of a plan. I would say
Imagine you had this conversation off to the side.
Yeah. So I would pull them
Okay.
off to the
I figured
side.
as much.
And I'll be. Our friends are just gonna make sure everything is clear up ahead, and then you two leave, and then let's just get no rush on this pyre. Let's just make this a nice easy
Leisurely
journey,
walk.
and we will walk carefully down the path.
Okay.
Snow is gonna look at the polar bear
Hi.
before she leaves. It only has about 15 minutes at the most left on
Yeah.
it before it'll disappear.
Yeah.
It's gonna wrap around behind them and just kind of nuzzle up against one of them.
Ah!
Hmm.
You pet Fluffy,
What?
or it will get upset.
I can't. You see him trying to move his hands. I
Now,
can't reach. I can't reach. I can't.
now.
I can't reach him. I can't reach him. I can't reach him. I can't.
Nuzzle him with your face.
I don't have enough. He does it.
Oh my god, Kelvin.
Oh my god.
Wasn't gonna go that far, but okay.
and we now see Kelvin's sadistically charismatic side.
Yes, you do.
Okay. I
When,
will say, as one group begins to head out, those that were staying behind, you head ahead. You get back to the main room that you entered from. The only area left would be going to the right.
Can we go back and check that kitchen on our way through?
Has not been turned yet. You're
Has
more than
not
welcome
been
to.
turned yet. Yeah.
You're more than welcome to roll individual investigation checks or one with advantage.
You can take advantage on them.
Perfect. 18.
18. Okay. As you're looking about, you do find one of these tables seems to have been used to play Three Dragon Ante on, and there's a bit of a pile of a coin in there.
Nice.
What you find is 1 gold, 8 silver, and 6 copper.
Okay, I'll take those and the cards.
Okay. You also find closer to the fireplace me see here. Where did it go? One of the gold coin that's on the table, Tamriel.
Yep.
As you look at it, I need you to give me a religion check.
Religion check. Okay. 23.
Nice.
You notice that this particular coin, let me make sure I don't misspeak. Yeah. You notice that on both sides of it, it is not a typical stamped coin. It is a gold coin, and it, at a quick glance, especially with a 23 religion, you would be able to find out how most people would think this is just a simple coin. But looking at it, you do see that along the outer rim, very carefully etched into it, probably not by human hands, definitely something smaller. It made an inscription around the rim of it, and it says, "Fortune favors the bold." Very small print. And you notice the both sides of the coin has the same side profile face depiction of Timora, who is the Lady Luck. And as you kind of hold in your hand for a minute, you see this kind of green haze quickly flash over it.
He said fortune favors the bold.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna flip it and catch it, and I'm gonna slip that one into my pocket.
Okay. I would say,
Okay.
as you're looking about, one more thing you do see with an 18, you do notice that there seems to be, obviously, other various utensils for eating and things like that, some half-finished meals. As you're making your way out, a bit of a glint of silver on one of the tables catches your eye. You look over and you see this, what looks to be a perfectly silver ornate spoon.
Any markings, symbols?
There are symbols etched into the handle and along the kind of like the where the spoon actually spoons food up to you in that part of it.
Basin of the spoon. Okay. All right.
Okay. You guys head out, moving back to the main entryway you came in. The only path left you have not explored is to the right, and then when you come to a fork in these, really a T intersection, you've been to the left, and that is what ran you off to the sleeping kind of larger chamber. To the right, you have not explored yet.
I'm going to quietly go that way.
Okay. As you make your way around, it kind of it curves quickly back what would seem to be a general direction towards somewhat towards the fighting pit.
Yeah.
But you know that you've traveled a bit too far over to meet back up to the fighting pit without taking a hard left as it went further along into... And this whole time as you're walking, as you go further away from the entrance, you are at a downward angle.
Before we go any farther,
sure,
I want to take another 10 minutes and reread my journal because that has to be done every hour.
Okay. So, Snow is...
I know it's going to burn more time, but I'd rather burn a little bit of time and make sure we get everything.
Yeah. Snow, once the kitchen has been cleared out, you watch as Tamriel just kind of takes a moment and sits down at one of the tables and kind of cracks his book out and begins to flip over it again.
He kind of just gives a quiet sigh to herself, knowing that it's going to be 10 minutes before he's going to do anything else. And she'll also take a seat, and she's just going to... She's listening around with her ears, but she's closing her eyes, just kind of relaxing, waiting for him.
Okay. These 10 minutes of study pass, and you feel refreshed in your knowledge of dungeon delving.
Yes.
You continue on the path that was described earlier, getting to this, what seems to be furthest point, almost equal to what would have been the fighting pit.
Mhm.
You come across another decently large chamber with a tent erected inside of it.
I'm gonna kind of lean up to her and I'm gonna whisper very quietly, Kelvin and that leader did not lead us this way. I have no idea what's in here. Damn. I guess I'm gonna quietly as I can sneak up to the pit, to the tent.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
27.
Oof.
All right. You 27. You definitely feel light-footed as you move closer to the tent.
Do I hear anything?
Give me a perception check. Seems quiet.
How many entrances are there to this tent? Is it open? Is it closed?
It is currently closed.
Just one entrance exit flap?
Yes. It is built into kind of a carved out section of the back of this area you're in.
If I get down where I'm lying prone, can I peek underneath without being seen? Or is it like there's a decent amount like sitting on the floor? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could, at the doorway, you could probably do this by moving the flap aside to a bit, or even picking the flap up.
I'm going to whisper for her to get ready. And then I'm going to creep as close as I can, as quietly as I can, and try and lift that ever so, just barely enough to be able to look.
Okay. As you, on your belly, you crawl yourself forward slowly. You reach your
And
hands
I did
forward.
mouth to her to get ready, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You lift it up, and you attempt to take a look inside. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Okay.
Yes. There is no light here.
Of course, there's no light.
15.
Sticking with double numbers, 15s.
What you can make out is that there is, in this space, there's about 2 desks and a bed in the back. The ground has been mostly covered in a large rug, and the 2 desks are on each side of the tent. And then in the back is a bed that's actually like on a bed frame. It's not just like a sleeping roll on the ground. It's actually like a wooden or a structured bed frame.
Mm. And I don't see anybody in there.
You do not.
And I don't hear anybody in there.
You do not.
I'm going to kind of motion for Snow to come over, and I'm going to stand quietly. And take a deep breath and check for traps before I go in there.
Okay.
He might have set something beforehand just to keep other people out or something.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Seems safe.
Oh, Jesus. No, step back and get ready with the first aid kit. And I am going to take out my scimitar,
Okay.
and I am going to, along the top of the flap, if I can reach it, I am going to try and cut one of these flaps down. Hoping that maybe that'll catch something if something is going to shoot towards me.
Are you doing this carefully or quickly?
Carefully.
Give me a general dexterity check, please.
Okay. 21.
21. Very nice. Kind of taking the scimitar and kind of angling it a bit so you can get that more of that full pull as you go across it. You're able to cut the entirety of the top of the tarp and it just falls down.
Okay.
So now there is just an open doorway or open passageway in front of you.
Yeah. Hey, Snow, can you cast any light without fire?
Light without fire? No. I can cast light with fire that won't do damage.
That'd work.
And in the palm of her hand, she's going to use produce flame and just hold the flame in her hand.
Okay,
And that's
perfect use
10
of that
feet
cantrip.
bright light.
Okay.
And what do we see when we step in, or when we get close with the light now?
Do you step inside the tent?
Yeah.
Both of you?
Just me.
Okay. How close are you staying with this light source, Snow?
I'd probably actually be close behind him because it's only 10 feet of light, so.
Okay. Tamriel.
Yep.
As you begin to break through the passageway of this, I need you to give me a perception check.
11.
11? Okay. Looking around, you can see now that these two desks seem to be used for either keeping track of who's going where or a general list of what's going on inside this area. They just seem to be papers and books. No drawers to these desks. They're quickly either built.
How many names?
Make an investigation check for that to really dig through this.
Yeah. Because I really need to make sure we're not about to get caught going back. That's
25.
a 25.
Do you understand Thieves' Cant?
No.
Okay. There seems to be about 30 to 40 possible names, but some of them are mixed in odd manners. Most of them talking about things that seem to be dealing with, either going to here to get something to get an ingredient for an apple pie, or someone going to the south to get ingredients for beef stew, or someone going to the west to get items for fletching new arrows. It seems to be a jarble of various gathering of things. With the 25, though, I will say you can figure out that it's probably some kind of code and things that are either food-based or item-based or crafting of items probably has something to do with this code.
30 to
I will
40
also say
names.
that as you're looking through this, you can see that there was somebody that was interested in taking over this mine in particular because of the Validium. And you do find notes on Validium.
I will gather up all of the paperwork,
Okay.
and I want to try and check the desks and look in here for any kind of chest or footlocker or anything where he's going to keep stuff stashed. Have I tripped anything yet? Is there anything that I've set off?
If you'd set something off, I will let you know.
Okay. I'm not opening anything just yet. I am just checking false bottoms, false stops on the desk, all that kind of stuff. Anything hidden.
Okay. As you kind of, especially the 25, we'll carry that over. You feel around the desk that had the notes of the Validium, and as you feel underneath a bit of the curb, your finger does catch something.
Yeah.
An imprint in the wood. Do you press it?
Yes.
You press it and you just hear clunk, boom, 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 boom. Like something like swinging open, catching, and then just swinging back and forth underneath the desk.
I'm going to slowly look under the desk.
As you look under it, you can see there is a bit of a piece of wood that had a cubby built into it that swung down, and via the use of a leather strap inside this hidden compartment, you see about a dagger-sized, shaped and worked piece of some kind of crystal that is ever constant, moving with a very calm flame.
I am going to wrap this in some kind of cloth, and I'm not touching it with any bare hands.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Before I touch that, because I do remember seeing that before, and Fire describing the flames before she looked at it and it went away. Are there any notes in the Validium that would say whether it's volatile to the touch or anything like that?
What you come across in the Validium is that you know that you learn through the notes. How long do you take reading them?
This is kind of important. I'm gonna kind of take my time a little bit.
Okay. As you read over it, you are able to gather that it is a type of crystal that forms in clusters near the points where the walls between the planes of existence are thinner and sometimes overlapping upon one another. Validium can be used in place of certain types of material components depending on the nature of what plane was overlapping with the material realm.
Okay.
It is stated to not be volatile unless a arcane force is implemented upon it or through it.
Yeah.
It does make notes that certain reactions or hues are correlation with what plane is on that weak point. Obviously, what you have in your hand,
Plane of
somewhere
fire.
in this area is a thinner kind of veil between the material plane and the elemental plane of fire.
Okay. I will continue to search. And I'll probably tell Snow, I think it's going to be safe to step in. Just be careful before we open anything.
Alright.
And I will pocket that Validium.
Okay. What you spend some time in this tent, you don't find much else in the way of. We'll say you do find a bit of coin, no gold, but you do find 70 silver and 50 copper.
Okay.
And that is what you are able to discern from this tent. The
All right.
bed is decently taken care of. There's a couple of scraps of food nearby it. Pretty disheveled looking food, if you wanted to call it that. You've never
Yeah.
seen mold grow on hardtack, but somehow it's happened.
Huh. I guess he wasn't lying. I think we found the leader's tent, his private area. There were 30 to 40 names on this thing that I could tell. We've only come across 27 people, so there might be another group out there.
Probably out doing their raids or whatever.
Holes on the other side, maybe? Farther east?
Maybe.
Who knows? All right, well, is there anything anywhere else we didn't check, or do we need to get going to try and catch up?
As you head out, do you keep Produce Flame going, or do you, once you realize you've searched this tent, do you kill it?
It be the only source of light to get back to the entrance?
Yes. You both do have dark vision.
Right.
You
So
don't need
that's
to
not a
rely on
concern.
it.
Yeah, she'd probably put it out.
Okay. As the two of you...
Wait, ouch. Can they stop again where that, like, whole growth of Validium was?
We'll get to that in a moment. As the two of you come out of this tent and begin to head out, I need both of you to give me a perception check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Damn it.
Oh,
Tamriel, you just keep walking because, like, yeah, we've got it cleared. It's good. Snow is that heads out, and your dark vision kind of catches a certain well-placed shade and lighting kind of off to the east of you in this cavern. This cavern's probably about 30 feet wide and probably a solid 20-25 feet tall. And as you're walking out, you kind of look left, you look right, and you look right again. Something just catches your attention. And off to the right, you can see this very narrow, maybe not even 2 foot wide section of wall that has been carved out.
as in a separate tunnel, or
As in a separate tunnel as to how you came into this chamber.
Yeah, I'd get Tam's attention and just kind of motion over.
Would I not have caught that, especially looking for that kind of, leaving when we were leaving, still looking for hidden tunnels, compartments, or anything like that? Would I have not caught that earlier?
You would not.
Okay. She points it out. Okay. Well,
Is this...
You notice that as you look at this angle, Tam, you realize it's been cut in a certain manner to where as you come into this area, it is almost unseeable.
okay. Gotcha. Due diligence.
Certainly. Snow will kind of walk over there and see if she can look down it, what she can see.
You can see down it, and you see for about 20 or so feet, it just looks like kind of a tunnel that went kind of left, right, variably, but you can kind of see where it looks like it breaks into a potentially larger area.
Then assume stealthily head that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you give me stealth checks.
Ooh, 29.
As you have to squeeze to get through this first bit, you turn sideways and you begin to gingerly shuffle down this narrowly carved pathway. Takes you a good 2-3 minutes just to get 30-35 feet before you break through, and your dark vision picks up what looks to be various chests, barrels, things that look like they were assembled in this room. They're definitely not super well made, but they're worked enough to be at least functioning to open and close.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay, roll investigation.
27.
Natural 20. Fantastic. There are no traps.
Sweet. Are they
You
locked?
feel adamantly safe in this room.
Excellent. We are going to start opening things. We are going to start opening barrels, opening chests.
Okay.
Just looking at what we can.
Find 100 gold coins. I 150 silver coins.
Okay.
And 150 copper coins. Beyond that, if each of you would give me an investigation check,
Certainly.
that is simply surface level. 23 from
23.
Tamriel. Nice.
2.
You found the gold.
Yeah. Will be...
Things that catch your attention in this room, Tamriel.
Yes.
You can make note of a small cask of ale. Looks like more like, I would say, I'd call it a cask of ale, but it's really like a halfling-sized cask of ale because it has a handle on it.
Gotcha.
A large mug.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
You find what looks to be some sort of strange quill-looking device, but instead of just being like a bit of a feather and then a large bit of feather, it's actually like this probably about 4 to 5 inch long piece of worked metal that ends in a point and then has like 2 or 3 very small feathers coming out of it.
Okay.
You find, let me think here. You do find what looks to be a candle that is unused.
Okay.
And it has been currently placed into what looks to be this kind of this small copper candlestick holder. And
Okay.
then let me see what else here. Would garner with a 23 too. Yeah, that'll be fun. As you're kind of looking through these things, you push some things aside. They're just mundane, like trinkets, things that just pretty much have almost no value.
Yeah.
And your hand kind of glazes over this kind of a smooth river rock, and as it does, it lights up with the light spell.
Ooh.
It's probably about like a tennis ball size, kind of smooth river rock.
Yeah.
And that's what you find.
Awesome. All in all, not too bad. We will take a look at the quill, the candle, and the little cask when we get back. But I think now we should be trying to get out of here. Anything else, Snow? Anything else you can think of?
No, not particularly. I would like to see if we can try and take some of that Validium with us as we go.
Got a small shard. How much more were you looking to take?
Well, if you have a small shard, that might suffice. I'm just something I can study.
Yeah,
I've never
absolutely.
seen it before.
Neither have I. But these notes are interesting. But leaving the other 3 with 10 guys, even if they're unarmed and tied together, I don't think that's going to be the best bet.
We can catch up.
All right.
All right.
How far ahead of us would they be at this point?
With the searching, the studying, and the time spent, it's been about 3 hours. The
Fair
notes
enough.
themselves were rather intense.
Yeah.
They're well on the road then.
So while they were out there, I will have asked Pyre, hey, can you just because she's got a lot of the that stuff, that meat that we actually had found, if we could give some of that out to some of these people who look like they're really, really hungry and they haven't had the best food in a while.
Pyre would just say, "You're the boss," and just hand it out.
He's really not happy today.
3 of her kills taken from her. I don't blame her.
And as they eat, and I'd be like, all right, well, we're going to stop here for a second, and then we're going to be on our way. But just so you know, if my friends don't rejoin us because there's anything that you hid in there, this will be the last thing you ever eat. Enjoy.
They uneasily and cautiously look at the food. Is this cooked food you gave them?
Yes. This is
Okay.
some of that food that we had carved off those wolves, I believe it was. Or we'd carved some meat off of some stuff and we'd cooked it, I believe.
Did we,
yes.
or was that our game?
Well, I know we'd had done it too, because Tam is able to get stuff all the
Okay.
time, and
Yeah,
we
venison
probably still
first.
have
Yeah.
some saved, I'm guessing. So yeah, so there's enough for at least enough people to eat. So at least once, some decent food.
I'd say just once.
Yeah. And if anyone has an issue, like a problem, I'll just like if they're not they look like they're not trusting. I'll walk up and take a piece off of one, and I'll eat it, and then
Okay. I will say for your travel back, give me 3 separate general charisma checks, Kelvin.
okay. 6. Oh, that's a save. So that is check would be plus. So that's 13 for the first one.
Okay.
19 on the second. 10 on the last.
Not
Okay.
bad.
The third
I
day
will
of
use a
travel.
help dice on the last one.
Okay, go ahead.
11. It's an
Okay.
11.
The
Better than a 10.
third day back, which would be it would be late morning on the third day when you would get back to the capital with this traveling troop, especially with being a little slower than usual. It'd be more like probably afternoon. They start to get a little restless and a little rowdy.
We would have caught up to them by that point, though. Yeah.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah.
And I would say with the assistance of Pyre being who she naturally is, once the capital was in view, they kind of settled back down. And you're able to escort them right to the front gates.
Perfect.
You explain your business to the guards there, showing them the bounty, and they kind of look at you, look at them, look back to Kelvin, and there's just this nod of approval. Kind of a give me an insight check, everyone.
So
I
9.
need to have it at
3, 5, 9,
Yeah.
14.
Snow, you're the one that picks up on this the most. As he kind of gets this nod, you kind of realize that you guys don't really have like a super great record with not killing everything you see and just slaughtering people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably refreshing to these guards that you're able to show that you can bring people in.
They weren't goblins.
Wow.
I'm looking at you, Yeet. I'm looking at you, Yeet.
So I
They
will
weren't
say that in
goblins.
closing out this session, I will have numbers of coinage starting next session, but we will close there as you get back to the Midnight Oil Guild, the Midnight Mercenaries. I just knocked the crap out of my mic as I close my binder. Sorry, guys.
Would walk in, and I'd walk in first. I'd be like, well, we got good news and we got bad news.
You see at this point, it's actually the same familiar person you dealt with last time. Oh no, don't tell me you killed everybody again. Listen, I'm going to have to put a bounty on you.
The good news is we're done. The bad news is, and then like 10 criminals walk in. You might be
Well,
full.
No, we don't house them. No, we call the guards. Are you kidding me? Well then, this is certainly a surprise. The wild cards, did you say?
Yeah.
Well done. And this will close the session. Good job, everybody. Way to go.
They didn't almost
straight
die.
to the final
Yay.
encounter.
Straight to the end and be like, hey.
Straight to the final encounter. Didn't even go to the kitchen area first and then look around more. Just straight to the fighting pit.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm glad you had fun. Glad you enjoyed it. Hope it
I
was...
am really glad that I was like, no, I think I'm gonna magical guidance that. Nat 20.
Yeah. So
Solid
clutch.
choice. Solid
So
choice.
clutch.
We had like 9 of them, I think, tonight total.
10.
9
No,
or 10,
10.
yeah.
10.
Live
I have a
prisoners,
count.
1 from the last one,
1, 2,
17
3,
dead
4, 5,
bandits.
6, 7,
So
8, 9.
just on the bounty itself alone, we're making 1,225 gold. Plus
Pyre
what we
barely
pulled.
rolled, so
See,
Pyre,
everybody
I
got at
promise we
least
will
one
find
nat 20 tonight.
Thank
Pyre,
you
I
for doing the math
promise
for
we
me,
will.
Joe.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You are welcome, Bubba. I am here
Math
for you.
brain coming in
Good.
clutch.
I've also got the totals from that we found in the 3 rooms and in the chests there. So that was 120 gold, 318 silver, 306 copper.
Nice. You can take care of that here in a minute. Let me say goodbye to this fantastic stream.
Absolutely.
Before I do, once again, if you enjoyed it, if you had fun, please tell your friends, tell your family members, let them know that, hey, Player Hater Gaming and their Bar20 show is a ton of fun, and you should follow it and come check us out. So when we hit 100 followers, oh, what's that? I made a command for it. I sure did.
Yeah, you did.
Bam! When we hit 100 followers, I'm going to give this book to somebody. I don't know who, but someone's going to earn it. What's that on the inside cover? That's signatures? Oh my god! And over here, this blank page, that's where I'm going to sign it, personalized to the winner of this. And then, I forget who it was, but someone was like, Brandon, how are you going to give a book away for D&D and not include dice? And I was like, good point. So I ordered dice. So you're going to get the book and a set of very nice metal dice.
Ooh.
So until then...
No, they are slick looking.
fancy.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't want to spoil who they're from, but when you get your victory prize, you will know who they're from.
Oh, yes.
But again, we hope you had fun. Thank you for being here. I'm going to put some more links in the textbook chat, or the text chat. I got a book on my mind now. I'm going to put more links in the chat to check out all of my fantastic friends who are here. And also, please, 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 if you have loved the fan art that you have been seeing scrolling in the bottom left-hand corner, please check out my artist at her Twitter. Her name is Miss Jade. She's fantastic. And starting now until October 31st, if you use the code BAR20 with her, you'll get 15% off your character art drawing. And that is a little deal her and I came together with. So enjoy it. Have fun. I had a great time this session. I hope my table had a great time this session.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Fantastic. Until next Wednesday. Be safe, have fun, and I can't wait to roll more dice. Y'all have a good one.
Have
Stay
a
sweaty.
good night.